Hello, everyone. Welcome to Polytopia. Hope you are doing great today. As always, we have an epic meeting with Polytopia. This time, KICKOO Polysseum. My name is Adam, aka Mickzoo. You can also know me from Polychamps as Gato Azul. Tell us where are you watching us from? We are very curious. You can share that in the chat. And as always, fantastic guests with me, both very experienced Polytopia players. One of them is very active on the Polysseum stage. So meet Ramdingler and DJ Salad.
Hi guys, I'm Ramdingler, and we have also DJ, the man, the myth, the legend, the DJ Salad.
Thank you very much. Hi everybody.
Yeah, great to have you here with us, guys. So today we have KICKOO. It was the Polysseum last month. So what are your thoughts? Have you played in this Polysseum?
Ramdingler has a lot. I haven't as much this time round. KICKOO's not my strongest tribe, so I've passed on this one.
Yeah, I've played a lot, and I wish I won the tournament, but I couldn't because my luck was just not on point this time.
I think we lost you for a sec.
Oh,
Ram?
Can you not hear me?
Yes, all good now. So could you repeat? So you've been competing, but not so successful this month.
No, I've been very successful in the Polysseums, but I haven't won the June finals, unfortunately, because I just got a lucky spawn. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it happens. You can't win every game. You gotta learn from your mistakes, even when you don't make some obvious mistakes. It is what it is. But I've played a lot of KICKOO, and KICKOO is a great tribe. Their forests are amazing.
Yeah, so that's my next question. So could we talk a bit about KICKOO and Ragoo? What are their strong sides? What are their weaknesses?
Yes.
How to play them?
Yeah, KICKOO starts with fishing, so they can rush early water and go for naval domination. But on dry lands, they're not as good because they start with fishing and they can only upgrade with fishing their capital. So they'll need to go either for hunting or organization to upgrade. So that gives them that slight momentum loss against tribes that expand faster. But on archipelago, on water maps, they're great. Their forest rates are one of the best, so their giant potential is great. Their resource rates are the other resource rates like farms and or fruits and animals are great. They have less mountains than usual. All around a great tribe to play with.
DJ?
Some of their bad points are if you have a capital without any water access, kind of limits you. It limits their expansion. And parallel resources can sometimes be a problem, whether it's org or hunting. Sometimes you have both, and it's not ideal.
Yeah. So you mentioned. Go
usually want to go first with hunting, and then with forestry. You can 99% I've noticed you can upgrade your cities just with forestry and hunting. You can upgrade every city with forestry and hunting, and then you can go into med and maybe markets.
What about the skin? Do you like it? Do you enjoy playing Ragoo?
Yeah, I've played every single Polysseum with the Ragoo skin. It's so good, and the music is also amazing.
We'll put on the music in a moment. When we'll start watching the games. So talking about the Ragoo, I set up a poll in the chat. So go ahead, vote. Which is your favorite, the classic KICKOO or the Ragu Pirates.
It's got to be the Pirates always.
We'll see. You know, the chances are the Kikkoo will win, and not always the skins are on top. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll share the some details of the poll in the middle, and then we'll see what happens.
How can you not vote for a warrior with a hook? Come on, you gotta.
I don't know.
It's so better.
Some people are conservative, so they don't like pirates and freedom, that kind of stuff. Before we start watching, there is a new big news in the Polytopia world. The World Championships are coming. What are your thoughts? Are you planning to compete? What do you think about this event?
I will let Ram speak first on this one.
Yeah, so the top 6 players will earn a spot in the live finals in Stockholm on December 6th, and the prize pool is going to be huge. Obviously, I'm going to train for it and prepare for it. It's going to be played in the new with the new changes, so that's going to be something new. I'd love to win it, but I can't promise to do it. I'll try my best though.
And for a viewer's perspective, I think it's just going to be an absolute blast. Seeing all these top tier players competing for a really big prize, you're going to see so many amazing strategies. You're going to learn so much about the game, and I think it will just bring so many eyes onto the already growing game. I think it's a wicked.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the final in Stockholm. That this will be a.
Hey man, if
I
get
really
to the finals, they'll
fantastic event.
They'll get to see my face. So
yeah, face review. Yeah, Ram doesn't review his face until he has like $10,000, you know, in the basket. So okay, so we'll be keeping our fingers crossed for your face review, Ram. Big thing. Yeah, and talking about the changes, so the game, so the qualifications and the finals will be probably played with some. So definitely the Cymenti rework. So there will be some new units. Some tribes will get more stars at the beginning, just to balance the games, and I think we will have some surprises, like for example philosophy for IMO. You had some thoughts about that, Ram? Which tribe, because you played a lot of beta, so which changes do you think are the strongest?
Well, definitely the Force one, the one when you can place forges on forest, and the one when Wenger doesn't need now to buy climbing, they can just go for mining, and because they have smittery, they can place forges.
Yeah, so you don't have to you can like buy tech backwards, so you don't have to go to the starting tech and then go to the second one. So this is a big change. DJ, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, teching down I think is a very good addition. I think that just makes the game a lot smoother in play. Gives you a lot more options as well. It means you don't, like Ram said, you don't have to buy climbing straight away or mining.
Yep. So let's see if you want to join the beta. It's still going. I think for another 3 weeks. So feel free to download it on Steam for now. Maybe it will be also available on mobile, but for now it's just Steam, and just play.
Yeah, I've seen they added multiplayer there too, so you can play a random multiplayer on beta too now.
Okay, that's a good tip. Okay, let's move on to the games. So, I'm adding your screen, Ram. Let me change to regular music. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, who's playing?
We have Green Kikkoo, Hotshot, and we have Vorce from Ronin, the Black Kikkoo in the south.
The big star of Polyssseum. So what do you think about the spawns?
Well,
Well, straight away you can see that Vorce in the south here is without port access in his capital.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
yeah, you want to have a water access with your capital, so when you get a giant, you can just put him into port and attack your opponent faster, because Juggernaut moves 2 tiles, and the giant moves only 1 tile without roads.
It will give the opportunity here for the green Kickoo to go ahead and get that continent up in the north relatively free, just not contested at all, because Vorce just can't get up there.
Yeah, and he can also connect his cities that have water access with ports to his capital, so that's some also free population to get closer to for the potential giant.
Yes, only that small island in the east for Vorce, potentially, because he's closer. So yeah. Anyway, let's watch the game. Could you switch to fog?
Shared fog, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There we go.
They obviously go both for workshops. Vorce moves onto the animal south. Yeah. Hotshot goes for an early port. Makes sense. There's a continent here. He sees the shoreline. He doesn't need to take into attack yet still, so he can just go expand faster. He doesn't have hunting, by the way. This is a glitch. Vorce now has to buy hunting to upgrade his south city. Unfortunately, goes for a workshop. Makes sense. See players expanding very fast, connecting their cities. You can consider this a mistake, but you can, because of this shoreline here, you can expect your opponent to be on this continent. It's unlikely that he's on this small continent here, but he doesn't know that. I mean, he can assume that it's small, though.
Maybe he wants to, snag some villages there. So it's still possible.
Vorce goes for Vorce. He's unfortunately has to go for Vorce. Vorce is really good, not only for mat and giants, but because if you see an aggressive and a risky play, you can always shop for it and get some free stars to do it. And obviously goes for an explorer, because why did he go for an explorer? Let's see, because he sees the shoreline here. He's expecting another continent here.
Yeah, and the explorer is nicely shaped.
And
so
it meets the opponent too. Reveals the ruin.
This is a pivotal turn for me, because now Vorce sees, he now has the confirmation that he is virtually landlocked. He's got pretty much no options to go on the water here. He knows over here in the north, Kickoo's there. So he's got this one village that he's going to claim that he's got water access to. So he now knows this probably isn't going to be a battle won on the water.
Yeah. And Hotshot decides to go for sailing. Instead of buying hunting, getting 5 stars here and upgrading this city. Probably a mistake. You don't want to go sailing too early, because it's going to delay your economy. He now buys hunting and meets the opponent, because he stepped on this ruin. Gets a scout, shoots here. Vorce kicks him off the ruin and goes for riding and the roads pre-capture. He knows that he's got to play aggressive here, so he goes for it.
Yeah, because otherwise he loses the town in the north.
You can see he was on 2 stars here, and he chops here to get a rider. Very good play. With this rider here, and a road, he can siege this. Gets a star ruin and a swordman. Luck is on his side. And smacks the scout. Very nice. Upgrades the city with a road, and gets another connection here to upgrade this south city, and probably 2 riders. Yes. He wants to play aggressive, but the opponent gets a pop ruin. and with forestry or 2 connections, that's a giant, or just a connection here and a
Ooh,
lighthouse. Vorce decides to
that's a bold play. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's a bold play because he does have vision of all of it. So he does know that he won't be. He got 2 explorers, no 1 explorer.
Okay.
So he knows that his opponent can punish this aggressive play. So he went for a bridge here for the double siege.
Could you actually switch the vision so we could see what the opponent of Vorce's opponent sees?
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm curious if they.
They did.
No, they did see. Okay.
Yeah, they did sort of with Swordman.
That's a surprise.
He didn't show the rider though. Oh.
Yeah, but still, like they knew that Vorce has riders because he unsieged with the rider.
He unsieged with the rider. Yes. So
they already knew that there is potential for
for a bridge play.
For road.
Yeah, for a bridge play and siege.
Was there a potential for a border growth in that middle city just to deny, because the bridge play is going to happen? There's no other access for Vorce to get over there.
Yeah, he can border growth right now, right? Let's see. He would need 14. He's one star off, right? So he needs 18 stars for 2 ports. Can he go for forestry and chop? No. I don't think you border growth this turn. Yeah, I think you move the warrior back for sure. Because you're getting siege. You might get siege with the rider.
So leaving the city open would protect him.
Yeah, maybe he could siege. No, he can't siege with. No, he could bounce off of this one, right? Yeah, he could bounce off of this warrior and then siege, but it's not gonna be a veteran swordman siege. So he's gonna be able to siege with scouts and then get a giant here with forestry. Getting a warrior here, huge mistake. Gets a pop run. Yeah, we saw this. Let's go. Bridge play. Nasty bridge play. Maybe I don't think I would have sieged this. I think because it's a rider for a 1-star siege. A rider is worth more than a 1-star siege. I think you want to move the rider back. But this is also good. He's just moving with the scouts. Gets 2 lighthouses for the giant. And now with forestry. Yeah, with forestry he gets, and a monument, he gets a giant of their own.
Okay.
Center city and unsieges. Gets another scout to kill this and goes for an explorer.
Oh.
This explorer was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Very unlucky explorer.
Yeah, unlucky. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there is a possible siege if he has. Yeah, if he had there's a possible siege. Let me see. 1, 2. Yeah. So he moves the swordman here, the warrior here. This rider smacks, and then this rider 1, 2, 3, 4 can smack this, and those swordman can siege. So I don't think you want
or get another bridge because you can. There's a. Yeah, that's that spot.
Yeah. You can get another bridge too, but
from the south.
It is more expensive though. So the place here for Vorce to move the swordman here, move the warrior here, smack, put a road here, right? 1, 2, 3. This rider kills, and then if he has another rider, he should have. I think.
Okay, so he plays the bridge.
He does, yes.
He doesn't have the rider though, so he needed to place a bridge. If he had a rider here, he could have. Siege with swordman or rider, whichever he plays. He goes for an explorer here. Very unlucky explorer. Vorce roads that. Okay.
Okay, so
he placed a bridge to kill our warrior. I don't think that's worth it because this warrior that can't do anything.
The swordman is causing a lot of problems for.
Wait. Now he put a bridge so this warrior can hit here. Was there another? No. He needed a bridge here. Yeah, he needed a bridge here. If you look out the fog, he needed a bridge here. Yeah, to siege. So yeah, it's a good play. Kills that. He's down 2 giants, but now he's down 1 giant because he got a giant of their own. Let's go to auto. 1 second. So I can shoot the scout twice. Vorce goes for archery. Yeah, you want archery to deal with the giants. And Hotshot decides to go for navigation here. Very interesting move. And Matt.
He's not challenged at sea, so
Matt is definitely very greedy.
mm.
I think. And a catapult here. And Vorce is obviously going to punish that play. This turn,
wherever it moves, it dies.
yeah, wherever it moves. Because of the swordman. He can't even defend the catapult, can he?
No.
He can place a road and road it to his capital, but then it's kind of useless.
You wanted a catapult in your capital, maybe. Now, this giant is kind of isolated, doesn't have any support. There's a bunch of archers. He goes for riding and roads. Oh, places a road to kill a rider. Okay. Captures. He didn't train any units though in his capital. He's not training anything. Very interesting. And Vorce obviously sieges that. The giant is now dead, and this giant is getting chipped.
We call that a firing squad.
Yeah.
And it's dead.
And the city in the west is getting sieged. Can he pop a giant? He can, because he has Matt. That and the monument, right? Yeah, the Gate of Power for this giant push. But how does he protect this city? Oh, he sacrifices basically a scout here to shoot an archer. Yeah, you don't want to sacrifice a scout for an archer. That's not something you want to do. It's not even, you don't even kill the archer, so it's worth way more than an archer. It's 7 stars, and you had to buy sailing too, and an archer costs 3 stars. Definitely not a good trade. Just training warriors, and Vorce is just advancing with giant and a horde of archers.
Gets lighthouse.
And that swordman is still just putting in the work. That's been 4 sieges now that swordman has done, and it's only been hit once.
Yeah. Gets a Gate of Power for more stars because he's to train more units. The big mistake from the hotshot here is obviously not training enough units. And also taking the bad trades. He does get another giant, but a giant against a bunch of archers is useless. Gets another giant with Grand Bazaar. Moves the rafts for some reason. Yeah, that giant was full HP last turn. Now it's... Is it going to die? Yeah, it's probably going to die.
Another swordsman siege.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the swordsman will survive this whole game.
It's brutal, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen such a
just
case.
poked that giant and he died.
Yeah.
Next turn. Wow.
Okay, what a game. So so Vorce turned this like water-based kind of battle into land battle, because this was his only
bridges.
chance.
Yeah, with bridges and archers and
so
fighters.
which moment in the game was actually the pivot?
The pivoting moment, I think it's definitely I think Green Kiku training a catapult here. That's definitely one of them. And the bridge play, obviously. The first bridge play, this one.
I think even before that, when he got the Explorer, because that's kind of what confirmed to him that he was going to do the bridge play.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is just... He's getting double siege. He did unsiege, but yeah, the swordman is just putting the swordman put too much work into it. He didn't get anything to counter these swordmen and archers and warriors and riders. He went for more giants, which is not to play, unfortunately for him.
So except those mistakes that we pointed out, was there any other thing that? Sorry, I keep forgetting the name of Vorce's opponent. Hotshot, yeah, could have done differently to make this kind of flip this game.
Well, let's see how many units did he was training. So the big mistake is not training riders here or archers to deal with this swarm of units. Not getting. So what I would have done probably is get a port here, get archers, and start putting them here. Honestly, because the thing is he doesn't have a lot of land, a lot of cities on this continent. He only had 3 cities, while Vorce has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he was just pushing all of his units into there. Vorce couldn't train into here because Hotshot had naval domination and these 2 scouts to chip on the unit that was getting produced here, but he still had more cities and he was trading better. He didn't take, like, let's see the scout play. When was it? I think here, yeah, he just sacrificed the scout to shoot an archer. Again, that's a huge mistake. Going for mad, probably a mistake too. You want to get archers or riders and then ship them over here to deal with this issue.
Archers against archers.
Yeah, because he does have more cities than
I know you also get the defense bonuses. So
the other
with the defense.
The other play he can do is get a bomber here and start shooting this capital. And so Vorce couldn't train anything here without getting shot at. Maybe even the bomber doesn't one shot an archer because it has a defense bonus, but it basically does. It leaves him on 1 HP, and same thing for a rider. So you want to get a bomber here, maybe to pin the opponent's capital. The other thing he could do is maybe stall with defenders. That's a bit of a troll strategy, but it can give you more time for you and not to get knights. Definitely training more units in his capital. Like let's see, this turn he didn't train anything in his capital. This turn he didn't even move his warrior. No, he did move. He was definitely not training enough units. Look, turn 14. No, again, not a unit trained.
And also he committed a lot to the naval units, even though it wasn't contested. So I see that also as a mistake.
Yeah, and the giant push. Where was it? Here. Yeah, you're losing that city. Unfortunately, yeah, he moved the. This catapult is so annoying. Why did you get a catapult there, man? Get a catapult here. Why you place catapult is getting one-shotted by a sword. Why do you wanna? And it doesn't. It has a stiff ability, right? It has a stiff ability, so it doesn't even shoot back.
Yeah,
it's not. You want it to place it like in your backline cities, so you can take advantage of it. Not place them in the front line. You want giants and like hard units in the front lines.
Yeah. So to summarize, Vorce from a very bad spawn turned this game around and a water-based map into land battles. So yeah, kudos for him.
Definitely, he won the finals.
Yeah, very well played from Vorce there.
Okay, let's go to game number 2.
All right.
So who's playing here?
We have Barat in the south corner, and in the west corner we have Mikail.
Okay, and that's a lakes map.
That's
I presume
lakes, because you have land on the sides. Anyways, we can see that green player doesn't have any water axe. Is landlocked basically. That's not something you want to do. You want to have, but that's the same story for the. What is this color? Turquoise? Cyan?
Turquoise, yeah.
Turquoise player. They're also landlocked.
Yeah, that's very unusual in the. Could you switch the fog so we see what they see as well? Shared fog, yeah.
just expanding in all directions. Green Kikkoo. This is the villages.
Yeah, they are unlucky. So
They have 9 stars now, and they go for climbing and meditation.
whoa, that's
Meditation is a
for
very
turn number,
rogue,
turn
very
number
rogue choice.
4,
Oh my god.
and they don't have a village yet.
They
Okay.
got a pop ruin though, and we go straight into sailing. Oh my god. Sailing that early. So the thing is, let's just show their view here. So he goes sailing here, right? Let's see, yeah, sailing here. Okay, here. Very interesting thing to do, because you can expect. I think you should be because you see there's water here. You can expect your opponent to be in the south or in the east. They're not in the north. There's what that's Spain, like they're
There's
in
not
the
a
north.
lot of space there, is there?
Yeah, you can see what is this? The deep ocean tile. Yeah. So it's. I think sailing here definitely. a
Could you
mistake.
click on the game stats so you can see the
The score?
score?
Yeah, it's 1K.
What's the difference? Okay. What's
Yeah,
the
you
difference? I don't see the scores. Sorry.
Yeah, it's basically the same. It's 40 score apart.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they saw that their opponent did not get any villages, so maybe like rushing the sailing was actually the play. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, they're probably going for.
Did he know he buys philosophy? He buys meditation even.
They got a star ruin. He upgrades this city with fishing. He's just training warriors, counting for giants. And he gets another star ruin, goes for hunting, forestry, and
3
organization
attacks, 1 turn.
to get a border road.
Rushing this giant, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, if he was rushing the giant, he would have just sticks with population growth, but he wants more giants.
Yeah.
He goes for another border. He's probably looking into markets. You definitely don't want to go for markets in the early game. You want to first expand and then see the position. Then
you need some 3-tier tags because otherwise.
Oh, look at that! Is that a mind bender?
Well, let me just say this. So you don't want to. This early giant, man. Yes, it's an early giant, but you have 3 cities you're not expanding. You want to first look at. You want to get on Explorer for sure on lakes. On lakes, an Explorer is a must. You want to get a taste of the layout of the map because that's you need it on lakes, honestly, because the lakes can be so many types. There can be a bridge connection in the middle, there can be a big lake in the middle, and there can be this is basically a dry lands map with the water on the side. So if he went riding, it would have been better. I think it would have been better, maybe even archery. An early giant is good, but you definitely want to get an explorer and expand faster, and he didn't do that.
An altar of peace there as well.
Yeah, he sees the altar of peace, and he still.
No, that's very unusual. I don't think I've seen a game where with the altar of peace from Kikkoo.
Not one for me.
And our hero of the story, the green Kikkoo player, has 21 stars. He can buy. Let's see what it is. What he does. He gets mining from the ruin, gets riding and roads to do the sneaky play. Get a mine vendor right here. And let's see what is their vision. Because we need vision right now. So yeah. So why did they roll the mine vendor here?
Because he's trying to take that giant.
Yeah. Because they saw the turquoise player didn't get any explorers, so he doesn't have vision of this. Most likely, unless he got an explorer from the ruin, he doesn't.
Could you switch the vision?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch.
So
that's why he did it. This was a very calculated, very good move. And he does see Altar of Peace.
Also, he trains a warrior in that city there because obviously he doesn't want the warrior walking in because he doesn't want to convert the warrior. He wants the giant. So the giant has to kill it or walk away.
Mm.
Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
so he baits with the warrior. Mm.
Absolutely.
I think the only mistake the green player did is placing a altar piece right away.
Yeah.
That's something
Inside,
you don't want to let them know
inside
that you
turquoise vision. Yeah.
meditation.
Yeah,
This was-
it's basically letting him know, I've got a mind bender, but where?
Mm.
Yeah, this looks like IMO on lakes, honestly.
This is such a suspense moment.
Yeah, that Polysseuum was nasty sometimes. Like I felt for so many mindbender pushes and whatever. The sneaky mindbenders in the pockets. Oh my god, I have PTSD from those. So whenever I see this, I'm even moving my giant back.
Got PTSD.
I know there's that.
I've never heard about Polytopia PTSD. It's the first time.
Sneaky mindbender in the pocket. Yeah.
I think we should kind of establish like a psychological unit for the world championships that are coming. Might have so many victims of mindbenders.
It's great when you do it, but you just can't live. You can't accept it when it happens to you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yep.
Okay.
I want to
happens.
see his face when he saw the mindbender.
Yeah, so he did have almost everything. So he moved that warrior. So, but even then he wouldn't. Yeah, so then he wouldn't attack. So I think he did quite a lot, except the explorer.
Yeah, you want an explorer legs.
Yeah.
You want to follow it to the middle. Oh my god! And this is a huge swing in momentum here.
Mm.
For me here as well, you see those mines on his capital. These scouts, they're great for getting this city now, but they're not going to help you any further than just that one city because you can't use the water on the other side of that mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to get it.
Turquoise loses the giant, but he gets a city, so that's important. There's a lot of farms there, so yeah.
I mean, yes, but mindbenders counter giants. You need something. You need something to kill the mindbender so you can move in.
The vicious mindbender. Yeah.
Yep. And you want either archery. I mean, archery and riders are usually very good against those.
Mm-hmm.
Very cheap.
Okay, so
I would have already started as turquoise player. I would have already started pushing archers or riders to support and moving them here. And before that, I would have killed. Maybe I think archery is better here because of all of these forests.
Yeah, the bonuses. Mm.
And then it would have been definitely better. And started just training all archers and then pushing them forward until they get a knight and killing the mindbenders and the giants. And you have a city advantage here. Like you're winning this if you spam archers, even if they have riders. I mean, yes, the knight's gonna help them, but then you get a giant, and then we can use zonal control with the giant and push archers behind the giant. And what are they gonna do?
But anyway, the green situation looks kind of tragic because they are on 3 cities and turquoise is on like.
It's got the whole map.
4, 5, 6, 7. About
7.
Yeah. They get population growth. Yeah, they're getting all of it. Wow.
You went and got that second mindbender there as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want 2 mindbenders, yeah. 2 mindbenders.
Yeah, kill one, the other gets to mindbend.
So I think the play here. Wait, let me see 1 second. Mikhail, what vision does he have? Yeah, he's got perfect vision. This is his vision, so we can play it. So I think here you want, let's see, here pre-capture. You might want to consider buying. Can you buy roads? Yeah, you can buy roads if you chop once. So you might want to consider buying roads and then killing this mindbender because it's gonna get healed by the other mindbender. It's gonna be so hard to kill that. Oh my god! Yeah, I think you might want to just get roads Because I don't think you want our economy anymore. I think you want either archery and riding and not improve your economy. So he went very greedy again, and he's not dealing with the issue here, which is this giant and the mind benders.
Yeah, so the way I see it, it's so the turquoise's capital is the only option for green to win, actually.
Yeah. He's upgrading here. That's not the plan, unfortunately, for him. Yeah, and yeah, he's killing everything here. By the way, I think he had a better play here. So what you want to do here, you move the giant to north, and then road this mindbender on a mountain, and this mindbender goes here. You kill the warrior here. You kill this, and now he can't kill any of these two mindbenders. And I mean, he can kill this mindbender that's on a mountain here, but it's getting the giant is getting mindbended then, and then their opponent has two giants next to the capital, and then you just move in with the giant next turn, because he's gonna move the giant off of it. This is just a forced checkmate, like in chess, same thing. This is a forced checkmate, because he's gotta move the giant back. If he doesn't, he's getting mindbended. If he pops another giant, it's getting mindbended. He needs to deal with the mindbenders, not the giants.
Yeah, these mindbenders are very tricky for him to deal with at the moment, aren't they?
Fortunately, he didn't see it. He still played good. It was a live game after all, and he's still upgrading his economy. He goes for navigation. Like, what is navigation going to do, man?
Absolutely nothing in this situation for him.
Yeah, he got 2 starfish. It's not worth it, man. It's 25 stars. It's 9 stars. Too expensive. I mean, there's also this starfish right here, which he will never be able to get.
You can't get that one.
Yeah. Oh. He was probably just playing on autopilot, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, too few units to protect his capital and this other city.
He just didn't know how to deal with the mindbenders. They're too
Well,
OP.
I think he sees how this is going to play out. I think he's kind of already looking at it, thinking, I can pop giants, but how long is that going to last me? I can't deal with anything else around it.
Yeah.
Math. Okay.
Catapult.
So this kind of protects him from the...
And unfortunately, it's now 3 giants into 1.
And a catapult.
Yeah, I see a cannon. Yeah.
Wow. He doesn't have enough.
Ooh, what a chop.
Yeah.
Mass chop, but he just doesn't have the population for it. He's one short.
Yeah. Whoa.
He's 1 short, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, it was like next one was coming, so I think the green would have killed this next giant anyway. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so another kind of one game that was lost. Yeah, so your thoughts?
I'd be really curious to know why the South KICKOO decided early that he was going meditation.
Well,
Is it from the parallel resources? Is it because he needs a lot of resources to upgrade? Was he thinking, I need a lot of tech to win this game? What was his process?
So he went for the philosophy here, right? Yeah. He didn't see parallel Yeah, okay. So he didn't see parallel resources in this city. He saw that he was landlocked. He thought, I'm losing this game. I only have two villages right next to my capital. My opponent is gonna get all of the other villages.
Yeah, so maybe the tech was cheap. So maybe
He went for meditation to get another monument, I guess, and philosophy. Because why not? he's in a losing position. He might as well try it.
Yeah, it's a very bold play.
I don't think there was a plan, so he kind of was making it up, on the go. Yeah.
He just YOLO'd it.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Sometimes risky plays work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here on if only the teal was producing more units, like going archery, for example, he would have pushed back those mind benders, because there is a lot of forest. There are those mountains which give you the defense bonus. So yeah, and he had more than twice the number of cities. So
yeah, because eventually he takes the west city. Eventually he takes this center city and holds it, and then it's only two villages against the rest of the map.
Yeah, even with this converted giant, he was still on the winning side.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So don't overextend yourself and get more units to defend your capital. That's the lesson from this one, I think.
Yeah, you gotta deal with the mind benders, not with the giants. Anyways.
Yeah. Game number 3. Who's playing?
Who's playing? Sunnyflower in the north corner and Mickzoo in the west corner.
Mm-hmm. So lakes once again, right?
Yep, lakes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think about the spawns?
I love that Mickzoo has very quick giant access, so he probably will look to rushing giants here.
And landlocked again.
Landlocked again, yes, absolutely. Yeah. But both of them are.
Yeah. So at least this is equal. Yeah. So you were saying a fast giant with hunting and forestry.
Yeah.
The other
and the lighthouse as well, I would say.
Yeah. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is a giant. So I definitely prefer the red spawn here. Sunnyflower spawn is also pretty good. I mean, it's decent. They have a reach indicator here, so there's a village there. Red player has a reach indicator here, so they can go to the middle. They're both landlocked. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens. Go to the middle.
Both find a village here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, I think the green has a bit of advantage because they actually cut off the red from
expanding. Yeah.
So that they got the middle of the map. So
yeah,
this gives them more chances to expand.
Maneuver. To maneuver, expand, attack from more directions. You want to get the middle city when you have riders, and you can see Sunnyflower is a great player. He immediately goes for riding. You don't want an early giant. It is often too expensive unless you get a pop. You don't want it. You want it to expand in the early game, not like Mikail does. He goes for an early giant there, which is probably a mistake. You want to go either riding or archers in the early game, and he immediately goes for it to punish, to siege here and to have support units for the siege to hold. The red player goes for Matt. Honestly,
probably not worth it here.
He doesn't need Matt. He just needs. He already has a giant with forestry, so I would just go for an upgrade here. Why spend 7 stars on Matt when you can get 5 stars here, and then you can get a giant next turn with population growth. So yeah, I don't think Matt was the.
Could you change the vision to red so we can see what their perspective looks like?
Let's see, shared for replay for. So yeah, they see this warrior is getting siege. So you want to get on. So you want to get a giant as.
Yeah. So this was not a great move, but anyway, so unless they get an archer, you can't really protect this because then green steps on it and you lose it anyway.
Even with an archer, you can't protect. This is getting siege with a 10 HP warrior. So you want to get an early giant here with and you can even chop here to get it as soon as possible. And definitely not Matt.
Losing that village right next to your capital is so tough.
Yeah, again, you gotta get a giant as early as possible. You don't have time to optimize your market potential or whatever.
Okay, at least they sabotaged. They cut all the forest.
Yeah, the green player is pushing hard.
Yeah.
Expanding fast.
And he's just prepping a siege here, but knowing that there's a giant coming.
They go for border growth, very greedy.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved an early giant from the red, but yeah, it is what it is. Yes, the giant is gonna take this village now, but if he got an early giant, this giant, let's see, he could have gotten it. He could have gotten it this turn. Let's see, no, he can't get it this turn, but he get it this turn, which he did not. Oh, he did get it this turn. Yeah, but I would have preferred getting a riding here to support the giant and push and not getting a border grid. No, wait. He did buy mat, so he could still. So he would have had enough stars here to buy it, to get it. I mean, yeah, unfortunately.
But he wants more than one giant.
I know you want
more space.
You want more than one giant, but I don't think it's worth it because you give one more turn is a big thing in Polytopia. It gives your opponent more time to prepare for your giant. I would have loved to see early giant, turn 6 giant, and then maybe roads, definitely riders to support the giants, and then start pushing in. And you like this city. If you get this city, it's fine. You're still not winning. You need 2 cities. You can't be on 3 cities and have a chance to win. You need
tempo on a small map is so important. Like you said, if you don't get that giant now, you are losing tempo.
He gets in turn 7, but he needed to chop a lot.
But North KICKOO is just already established now. That giant.
And he's saving up for the giant. You can see he's not training units. He's preparing for it. He gets a pop ruin. It's beautiful. Let's go to Mono. Chops everything. When you have a city advantage, you just need 1 giant, and you need units to support it. 2 giants against a giant with units to support it is worse. So you want a giant with units, not 2 giants without any units. Like you need either archers or riders. I would have preferred the riders here because it gives you possibility to go for chivalry if your opponent trains too many riders or archers.
Do you agree with this move that Red made, actually skipping this town that was taken from him and moving on to the next one?
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. But, does he have vision? No, let me see the vision first. Replay fog off.
Yeah, this middle city isn't doing anything for him now. But...
So yeah, okay. So if he was score counting, I would have moved here if I was score counting, because I saw that his score jumped a lot. Did he get a giant this turn? No, baby. So yeah, he got a giant this turn. After turn 9, he has a giant, right? Let's see. Yeah, he has a giant, and he placed a monument too. So you can see that his score now is 3.3, and at the start, at the end of the red turn, it was 2.5. So you gotta be expecting a giant. So you can't move. You gotta move. If you're moving against a giant, you gotta move with 2 giants, not 1, because your opponent is gonna smack it once, and that's a huge advantage. That's a huge tempo advantage you want to have, because it's 5. It's a better trade.
What I wanted to actually ask is
here,
because this next town, I think it's easier there to pop a giant instead of this one. So I know that like potentially you might get both of them, but it's a bit greedy as we say in Polytopia. So it's better to get 1 instead of like getting none, right?
I think
yes.
I think the play here is to put these 2 giants here and then see what your opponent has, and then go either for chivalry or folks, because they have a giant here. You're not. You're playing against Sunnyflower. They're an amazing player. They're not gonna let you keep this city here. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
he
my
went,
point. Yeah.
went too greedy here.
Mhm.
And I think also the reason why he ignored Colo, this center city, is because he knows he's minus the vet swordsman that just appeared from that ruin.
Yeah.
He's got the vet swordsman that can take it, so he can put both giants into the center of the map and actually hopefully try and stick these double sieges.
Yeah, I know. But look, these giants are 2 tiles apart. You want to move them one
Together,
tile
yeah.
together, because when this happens now, green player gets the first hit, and he can kill this giant. And if you have 2 giants here now, if they hit it, you hit it back, and then you can maybe hit it with this giant. Maybe you have enough support units to even kill it, and then you're still 1 giant up. And now green player is gonna have still this giant is gonna be on 32 HP, and red player will not have a giant. Yes, that we have to switch some of the units into it, but they're still gonna have an advantageous position. And if red player had 2 giants or just 1 giant, but without green having this giant, it would have been more fair. They would have had a better chance to win. And you can see, they're not. The siege is not holding. And how many units did he suicide in? Let's see. He only suicided 2 units, right? Yeah, not even 2 units, only 1.
Oh,
I would have suicided the warrior. I would have suicided.
Wasn't worth it.
Right? Yeah, this is just a free giant. Like, this trade is not good for the red player.
Yeah, 1 giant smack and a couple of units is all it takes to take down a giant.
And he now buys roads, but now it's too late. Also, this catapult is not needed. He only has 1 giant. I think I would have went. You either go for chivalry or cloaks here, or just spam riders and then save up for chivalry. Because you're not going to win the late game because you have to assume your opponent has more cities. Yeah, they're just sieging. They have a bunch of riders. The giant is dying though. Okay, and red player gets another giant. I mean, again, giants are very expensive. They're not a counter to your opponent having more cities because they can just suicide all of their units into it, because you spend a ton of stars to get the giants. Yeah, they're just gonna suicide all of their units into the giant, and that's exactly what happens. Yeah, the catapult is going now.
And all that pressure has just disappeared in 2 turns.
Yeah.
Those 2 giants just gone. And he still keeps his giant alive at 6 HP.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a grind fest here. You're just grinding with giants down. Riders is something you can do when you have city advantage. And then your opponent is spending so many stars into getting giants. Anyways, I think he could have, let's see, if he just saved up, if he didn't train in this catapult, I think he could have gotten a knight on turn 12. Yeah, for sure. He got a catapult, and I think he got a knight here. The knight is getting insane value here. You can see how many and the giant,
all those squishy units.
Yeah, all those weak squishy units that the knight can chain through. He didn't have vision in his defense, but he should have been assuming that his opponent,
or at least those riders, so Sunny would have to move them back, and then the riders are not so effective. Anyways, but the catapult was a misplay, definitely.
The catapult is good against giants, and how many giants does our green KICKOO player have? Only 1, and it's 6 HP.
Yeah. Still alive.
Why do you need this catapult, man? She's got a knight. Knights are also very good. Like knights and giants synergize very good against giants. You hit them a couple of times with the giant, or maybe once with the giant, couple of riders, and then a knight chains through the giant and through all those units. Yeah, and you can see he's not training any units in his backline. Because he's spending all of his precious resources on those giants, which are very slow and very costly.
Yeah, another one bites the dust. Yeah.
And the giant is going back to heal because he didn't kill it. He still got a catapult. Like, man, this catapult is so annoying me.
And they can't unsee.
He actually needs it now. He's forced to do it because.
Okay, there is a rider. I didn't see that.
Unfortunately, that catapult has to stay where it is now because it was used to unsiege.
Yeah, and the green part is just expanding everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to start farming for another giant. Now it is over though, because the green player is stabilized. They have more cities.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, they're on water.
Yeah, the only play here now is just to go make a beeline straight for the capital and hope something sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well, definitely.
They will get scouts and kill those catapults.
And
so
this is also a big misplay here. Like, let's see the vision here for our KICKOO red player. He only has one city, only one city with water access to this body of water here. Putting this Juggernaut in is definitely a misplay. You don't want to push with giants alone. You want to push with giants and other support units.
Yeah, support units.
This giant is just, man, it's so it's a bit annoying to watch this giant. It's just a bit sad. Like, it's just a Juggernaut. Maybe I would have probably pushed it on land to try to get the capital, but now it's definitely over, unfortunately. Let's go. Dog.
Pushes that giant right forward, making his only play here, really, and that's going, like I said, going straight for the capital.
And yeah, the catapult is just not getting any value. The riders are just killing everything. Wow. He does siege though, but it's
okay.
But
that's a nice one.
There looks like there is a potential Houdini there.
It might be a Houdini. Let's see. How much pop does? Oh no, he can get a pop. He can pop a giant there for sure. I would have done it with a port, by the way. He only needed one pop. Yeah, he only needed one pop. So I would have done it with a port. You want to say yeah, he has for sure. You can get another giant here with this monument, but that's also fine.
Really good use of the bridge there, just to make sure you can get that one rider onto the first tile, just to make sure. It's not often you see a vet sword get Houdini'd.
I mean, it's definitely good to Houdini as swordman here, because you only have riders, and riders are not good against swordmen.
Yeah, but the siege was a surprise anyway. So they managed to sneak this swordsman.
Yeah, he's going for another border growth and more giants, but unfortunately, maybe he can pull something off here.
So now it's 4 against 5. So it's not that terrible.
It's just its position in the north. It's hard to defend that middle city, as it's been swapped over so many times. And unfortunately, he's running out of options. There's no giant potential anymore. He's used them all. They all just got melted away.
Yeah. The green player has so many giants. And he's pushing... Yeah, you can see this push, by the way, here. He's offering a trade of this giant for this giant, which is something you want to do. Just like in chess, you want to trade pieces here, because you have a piece advantage. You have more giants. Well, definitely you have more giants here, You have more giants overall, though. Yeah. So you want to trade pieces.
And with this Juggernaut in the water as well, it's such an easy access to his capital, and he's going to get massive value here if he lands it.
Kills that.
And he does.
Lands the Juggernaut. Great value. Wow.
Open highway.
Yeah. And the
And
capital.
the siege. Yeah.
Nice. Very, very good play by Sunny. Beautiful play. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pivotal point I'd say is probably getting a Vortegot in the capital, giving our opponent time. Again, it's definitely not something you want to do. You want to get at the giant as early as possible to push in, and then you have riders behind it. Kill riders. It was definitely playable. If you got that early giant, turn 6, could have gotten it, and then going for knights instead of more giants. The issue is he's got so many riders he can just suicide it and maybe smack it once with the giant and suicides 2-3 riders, and it's not actually even 3 riders. I think it's 2 riders because it's on 27 HP, so it's 27, 23, and like 18. So you suicide 2 riders to kill the giant, and your giant is going to be on 32 HP. It's still not out of commission.
Yeah. Anyway, this first siege with the giant was absolutely unnecessary. Yeah.
Another game fought on land for a water-based tribe.
Yeah.
I think it was fought well by Mickzoo, considering he was essentially playing from 2 cities the whole game. I think the siege in the capital was quite unexpected, but the Houdini was just class.
Yeah. Anyway, so a poll report from me. So for now we have 17 votes, and Raghu wins by a massive number.
Hey, man,
76 to 24%. So if you want to turn this poll around, go ahead and cast your votes. We still have 1 game to watch, so yeah, there's time.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Just
so
confirms to me that Polytopia fans are based.
Yeah, so KICKOO fans unite and go for it. To the voting station.
Yeah, my guy lost his hand to a crocodile.
Yeah.
How can you not vote for him?
Give a vote for the lost hand. Come on.
All right, let's see this last game. So we have green player again, Sunnyflower, the great, amazing player in the west, and Jackaagje is in the north. What can we say about the spawn? 4 forests, 1 animal, 1 fruit, 2 forests.
So another game where it's lakes and they are landlocked. Okay.
No, he's not landlocked. Sunny is not.
Okay, this one. Okay, yeah.
Jackaagje, the north KICKOO, his water tile being south really delays his tempo here.
Yeah, you don't want to be landlocked, and you don't want to have water tiles. What is it called?
Ponds. Yeah.
Not blocking your movement to the middle.
Yeah, you don't want it being on a cardinal direction.
And this mountain, so the very unfortunate
mountain, unfortunate. The race syndicates are looking good for him. The race syndicates for him are also looking good.
But at least he has a good lighthouse access, so that's a win.
I still prefer Sunnyflower spawn because
of course, but like if we want to find something positive in Jackaagje's spawn, that the lighthouse is definitely much more accessible than for Sunnyflower.
Yeah, I mean it's only 1 population, and you have to lose momentum to move on the lighthouse.
Still, I'm trying to find positives. Yeah. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for him.
I'll be playing as the green KICKOO.
Okay.
He goes for organization. Yeah, he has to go for organization. Why is it not showing? Oh, okay. Phantom
the,
Warrior.
the game is breaking.
He goes for hunting. Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, so they
And
have access, but it's I see that it's still locked. I think
it's still long way from the center.
the mass the land mass is going up to the south corner, so they won't be able to take advantage of the water access. Anyway, yeah.
You can see the beautiful explorer from the Sunnyflower. Again, on lakes, you gotta get an explorer. Here, there's a 75 chance it goes this way and 25 chance it goes this way. But he did risk it for the biscuit, and he meets the opponent. Well, actually, wait. No. It was way more. Yeah, it was very more likelier to go this way, which you wanted to go. Again, you want an explorer on lakes. You gotta get vision on lakes. It's needed. It's a must. You gotta get vision on the layout of the map. Because
immediately here, as soon as he sees that capital, I'm thinking border growth that city there. Really just take away his land.
Yeah.
Or you can just go for archers or riders to pin it immediately. Probably archers is better. He's forced to go riding. Let's go auto. Check it again. He's utilizing the defense bonus, putting his warrior onto defense tile. So
really forcing bad trades for the riders.
Yeah. Just moving in with the warriors. Beautiful play, gets a population ruin. Keeps expanding, slowly moving forward, consolidating. Beautiful play. Jackaagje is forced to take unprofitable trades. So Sunnyflower is enjoying himself here. He goes for an early giant. This is what I'm talking about. You want an early giant. You don't want to optimize your giants when you can get it. You get the monument. The momentum is just too big of deal to not just take an early giant. Just place it right away. Beautiful play by Sunnyflower. Again, very experienced player. You want to get the giant as early as possible to deal with the riders.
Oh,
gives up a rider.
That cost him 6 stars to kill 1 3-star unit.
But not worth it.
Okay, border road.
Border road to block. Yeah, to block the roads. Wow.
And you just look. There's just no space for these riders to retreat. He's got barely any space here now.
And the giants are moving forward. The giant is moving forward. Okay. Let's get a cheeky smack on the raft. He goes for sailing to expand faster. Connects his cities. Kills the warrior in the north.
Okay, so for now it's 4-4.
Wet assigning.
But no giant from blue.
Still no giant for blue, yeah. Yeah, his risks are very poor though. So how could he even get it? 8 stars. He needs 4 more pop. How does he get it? Yeah, it's very hard for him. He would need. I think I'd shoot an explorer here and hope for this lighthouse. So, yeah, it is possible with Kikkoo because you can get blocked by mountains because you have fishing. So if you shoot an explorer here, you get pop. You would need to connect. Yeah, it's very hard to get in this turn. No, he has Ghetto Power, so he can get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Lumber hut and a monument.
Maybe not even lumber hut. I'd probably go on an explorer here and hope for the lighthouse and then the monument. You smack the monument then, because you upgrade this city to and you get vision, and you're gonna have hanging population once you get this lighthouse. So I think it's better to just shoot an explorer here for that early giant. You also get a monument too and 5 stars. Now he gets
But he has the Gate of Power, so he can pop a giant now.
Yep. He does it. Goes for another kill. Yeah, and a wet. Beautiful. Places the monument right away. He gets an explorer from the ruin. Oh, does it? Oh, he does. Wow, beautiful. He's got I've got next turn.
Yeah.
Just moving forward very nicely. Just keep slowly moving forward like a, what is it called, a python. You're slowly killing them. Slowly. What is the word I'm looking for, DJ? What does the python do?
Slithers.
Strangles. No, strangle.
Yeah, you're slowly strangling your opponent with the giants, the archers. Yeah, he was now
Look at this
forced.
mass of units at the back line. It's just calling out for a knight.
Mm-hmm.
He was now forced to move this giant here and force the trade, because if Sunny, the green Kikkoo, moved his giant here, he gets the, what is it called, the defense bonus then.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my god, with the defense bonus you need 2 more riders. Usually you need 10 riders to kill a giant, but with a defense bonus it's
12,
much more harder to kill it. It takes way less damage. So, yeah, he connects those cities, gets another giant. Beautiful play. You want those cheap giants to keep your own, so you can train more units. And yeah, another giant, very cheap giant, just without beautiful. Smacks the rider, smacks the giant.
But this giant is dead.
Yeah, the giant is dead, but he did. His giant is also very close to dead. He's also placing a lot of roads to kill the archers.
But these are good trades, so you have to get rid of those archers, because this is kind of the lifeline for green.
I mean, let's see. So I don't think he needed to kill all those archers. Let's see. So here,
does green have roads?
Yeah, this one kills this. Yeah, so this one kills this. No, wait, so does he have this one? Yeah, this one reaches. This one reaches. Okay, so this one kills this. This one can smack this one. This one can smack this one. That's all without rows, by the way. This one can smack this one. When you kill the giant with this rider. And then these 2 can smack this archer, and that's all the archers you want to kill. You don't want to place. Roads are very expensive nowadays, so you don't want to place extra roads.
Does green have roads at this point?
No. The blue player has roads.
Yeah, but does green have?
Green, I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the unnecessary roads. It was probably a very long time though. Yeah, with my play, by the way, he would have still killed those 2 archers without placing any roads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's like we have to, say this very clearly, that it's the games are played live, so we don't have like all the time in the world to figure out everything, as in the 24-hour games, for example. So they are on the clock.
Yeah, a live game is basically a completely different game to 24-hour.
Yeah, but here those trades from
Sunnyflower sacrificed 2 scouts there, right?
Yeah. That's 14 stars. Expensive.
No, he doesn't even have riding, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
That's roads question.
Does have that giant coming in to attack this coastal city.
The Juggernaut here in the south. He sacrificed a scout here again.
Okay, I see a catapult.
A catapult there. He's preparing on siege. So 2 catapults deal 19 damage, and then you need 4 basic units to kill the giant. Just keep training units. Yeah, Jackaagje is playing very good here. Ooh,
Oh, there's a ton of
Very-
that.
Navigation.
very bomber. Very nice place, bomber. It can't get reached by anything. You can even, let's see if it does.
But there is a siege in the
There's
north.
West. In the west, yeah.
But he can
Mostly.
clear it.
Juggernaut. Yeah, he now has riding, so it's fine. Gets a white swordman in the south, clears it. Kills that. Trains an archer. Yeah, these catapults are getting value here, but Sunny did kill that one catapult. But he had to have it to kill the giant. Yeah, he's gonna smack it now with 4 units to kill it. Yeah, beautiful. And by the way, this Juggernaut, you don't want to place Juggernauts next to shorelines because
Yeah.
has riders.
Yeah, they don't retaliate. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
this
it's just
ability.
3 damage.
Mhm.
This is like so many slaps. It looks so disrespectful. Anyways, I was thinking the Sunnyflower is gonna place the giant here, and you can then move this bomber here to pin this city. But now it's impossible because he's got a catapult. He could have done it. Yeah, he could have done it this turn. No. So I was thinking this and then this. Yeah, you don't want to do that actually because he might have vision of this bomber.
What's Jackaagje's vision? What's his vision at this point?
Vision, yeah. Oh, he's got vision, yeah. No, this is a Jackaagje. Let's see the Sunnyflower vision. Yeah, they both have good vision. Yeah, this trade, I think that's the only mistake Sunny did. Trading so many hits on a Juggernaut for a warrior, which was only 2 HP, by the way. Nice. I think you watched this. He didn't see that. And another giant is moving in.
Yeah, and this time no catapults.
Yep. And the giant is, by the way, zonal controlling here, so he can't reach this bomber because of this mountain and this giant zonal controlling, so he can place it here very aggressively. I love this play, by the way.
Yeah, he has to clear that giant first if he wants to attack that bomber.
Ooh, the bomber is gonna get huge value here. 3 hits on the riders.
Okay. Giant push.
Giant push with mining and the port and a connection. Yeah, but the giant gets a free hit. Beautiful. Okay. Could he have gotten another hit? Pretty sure he could have. Yeah, wait. This 1, 2. Oh, he doesn't have enough stars.
No, he spent all his stars on the giant in the that city there.
Unfortunate. Let's go back to auto.
But he had to, otherwise he would just lose that city.
Yeah. The bombers are getting so much value here. Wow, beautiful. And the giant is getting shot at with a bomber. Situation the west is not looking so good for Sunnyflower though. It's looking very good for blue. Yeah, he's got like riders here, warrior, and catapult supporting the giant. Very nicely played. He moves the giant back though. Does he have a free hit 1, 2? Yeah, he does have a free hit if he places roads. He can even kill it actually with a road. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3 roads. Yeah, to kill the 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, 3. Yeah, 3 roads to kill the catapult. Does it? I think he does it. No, he goes for chivalry. Yeah, like chivalry. Nice. Very good.
Yeah, with Unite. Yeah.
Oh, Jackaagje
doesn't have the vision, right? He doesn't have the vision on
not on the night, no.
On capital. Yeah,
no,
he doesn't have. Ooh.
And he just leaves a beautiful chain.
That's unfortunate.
It's Rose. Wow, this is gonna be brutal. Smacks often up the warrior, and it's just free estate. Wow, beautiful. Oh, and then he quits immediately. Wow.
He doesn't want to
Yeah.
see any more of that. He knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The problem, like I said earlier, is the space that Jack had for his riders. This was always going to be inevitable. He couldn't get this border growth city. He was using all his resources to defend that coastal city.
Yeah.
It looked like he was trying to turn it around, but with lack of space, it was very hard for him to navigate around.
Yeah, but still, without this night chain, this game wouldn't end, quickly.
No, it would have gone on for a little longer.
Yeah,
I still see a way for Jackaagje to actually, maybe not win but with the markets he had many more options.
I mean, the markets only give 9s. Yeah, it only gave him. He only went up from 26 to 36. I think it was better to save up for 9s there. What is he gonna do with the extra income here? He could buy aquatism. It's super expensive, 39's whole income. He can get another market here. It's only 2 more stars. That's about it, right? No more markets.
Yeah, so I think they did not make any major mistake. Their position was much weaker from the beginning.
From the get-go, yeah. But they played very good though. I love the giant pushes here to take the city. I think maybe a mistake going for all those trades with all those roads, a bit expensive.
But it wasn't a flop like with those other games that we saw when.
Absolutely not. And I think Jack did exceptionally well to set aside his units, keep his riders alive. I mean, he got a ton of value out of a lot of his units.
So they actually, So it wasn't the case like in the other games where those who had the weaker spawns won. But yeah, so I think he squeezed everything from his position that he could. Maybe the archers could have been the game kind of the play, right? But the riders also did a great job for a long time.
No, I think Riders is still better here. Yes, he doesn't have a lot of space, but it gives him access to roads, and he's landlocked. So it gives him access to roads to connect all of his other cities to his capital for that free, juicy extra population for the giants. Anyway,
so the archers could only kind of protect, maybe not protect him, but be harder to deal with those bombers that appeared later in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you can always buy archers later,
and they are like cheap. So like you already have roads, and it's 2 archers, so six stars for 17 or like 18 stars. Worth of units.
Yeah, definitely. I also think it's very unlucky that he didn't reveal these to Fogtas, because there was a population. It would have been very good in the early game, but in the late game once the
what
one
was it? Population.
Population. Yeah, it would have been huge if he revealed it.
Yeah,
one of those 2 HP riders. Very unfortunate. And the Sunnyflower was probably laughing about the Roy. How are you not seeing this?
It was behind the fog, so you can't. Okay. Anyway, great games. We saw a few examples when players were coming back from like far away, being down, on cities and on techs, on stars. Just the last game was different, but it was I could call it like a spawn loss or a spawn win, because Sunny had from the beginning had a much stronger position, so he only had to kind of defend and take advantage of the water access that he had. Any last words from you?
Yeah,
It's a shame we didn't see any naval battles.
Yeah, not many. Yeah, landlocked cities. This was the theme of this live stream.
No, very well played from everybody in these games. They did what they could.
Ram?
I think this game showcases very beautiful uses of these bombers. They got huge value. Also, I'd like to.
Yeah, actually, maybe a question for you. Which game did you like the most from out of those?
Probably the Vorce one. That was a beautiful game. I think the Vorce one is definitely the best one. The comeback there, noticing that they're landlocked, going for riders and bridges and just forcing them opponent. And when their opponent gets like 3 giants, he goes for archers to deal with the giants. Keep pressuring because he needs to play aggressive there. I think that was the best game. This one was, I think, this was a close second. I'd say. Very good play with the catapults back here, trying to defend here with the riders, with the roads. I mean, you might as well go for a trade, but yeah, Sunnyflower had a knight here waiting in the
DJ,
For me-
your favorite?
For me, I would say this was probably my favorite, just because it showcased everything about KICKOO. You've got water, you've got the markets, you've got the forestry, you've got the riders and roads. It showed absolutely everything that you can go into with KICKOO. And for fun, definitely the Mindbender one.
Yeah, but this was like kind of what do you call it? Like
Rogue.
yeah, like it could have been planned. So like I think it was just a lucky kind of.
Yeah, but
play.
skill-wise, Vorce, I would say that was the game that showcased the most skill. Absolutely.
Okay, let's check the poll. Yeah, so the KICKOOs were trying, but it's they managed to get only a loss like 30% to 70%. So yeah, so Ragoo Pirates win.
Yeah, Pirates also win in this game.
I'm ending the poll. Thank you everyone for casting your votes. Yeah, and thank you for watching this stream. I hope you had a good time watching the Polysseuum games. It was a lot of interesting developments in those games that we saw. Remember about the World Championships that are coming. The link to the post about the World Championships is in the description. So go ahead and then read about the dates and the rules. Like kind of sign up to play. And thank you guys for commenting. It was a pleasure. Ramdingler and DJ Salad. I hope to have you with us in the future.
Hey,
Hope to be here. Thank you.
And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.